panic is over, and that we've got a new normal. And the new normal is shopping less, but buying more. And then when people are at home, they're doing more home baking. They're using more fresh ingredients like produce and meat, and they're buying less impulse items because they're in store less often. So things like, a can of Coke at the front of the store, a pickup item in the bakery, and so on. So we're seeing some big changes in mix. What we're also seeing is, a big changes in stores. So we're finding that standalone Coles stores are faring much better than CBD stores, and that's pretty obvious because there's less workers in the CBD and there's less students in the CBD. So there's some big changes going on out there, most of which are positive for Coles because people are eating more food at home.
Now, you did also say that costs are expected to increase because of the outbreak, and I wanted to touch on particularly because although we might see an easing of the restrictions, the social distancing measures are probably likely going to stay in place for quite some time. Does that just add extra elements that you have to constantly mitigate over perhaps even the next couple of years?
Yeah, we don't know how long the costs will stay with us. We have an underlying cost reduction program which is in place and will continue. We're looking to save $1 billion over the next 4 years. But in this COVID environment, you're right, the cost of social distancing and the cost of putting safety at the top of our agenda is actually quite significant. But we're obviously not going to change our attitude to safety. We will be following very carefully the government guidelines on health and how to approach COVID-19. As people become more confident and as COVID-19 flattens or indeed a vaccine appears, then I'm sure that the regulations will change.
There is the health element that you just rightly mentioned, but there's also the economic element. It's very likely that we are heading into a recession here in Australia. Is this going to perhaps cause you to accelerate your own private label rollout, or because you are one of the few retailers that's actually traded through a recession before, is there any other kind of changes that you are looking at making to perhaps your product mix because of the weakness on the consumer front?
Yeah, we've done a few things. First of all, own brand has been a long-term strategy at Coles, and we think it's one of the differentiators in our product mix. We will certainly be doubling down there. We'll be looking to offer more promotions on branded products to get back to closer to where we were before. That's been difficult as stock has been in short supply. One of the other things we've quickly done at Coles is to sort of increase our recipe ideas, and we've been every night on TV with different chefs looking at what you can make at home. As opposed to the usual advertising. And obviously we are one of the main sponsors of MasterChef, and I think they're seeing the highest viewership that they've had in 5 years. So everyone is captivated by home cooking at the moment.